Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Serial monogamous. And that's something that's not talked about a lot because, you know what, let's just be real. A lot of guys are having trouble getting a woman. I mean, you know, and that's the problem with a lot of guys. They can't get a woman. And then of course you got the players. You know, they talking about their rosters and stuff. And then you got some guys, they can get a woman every now and then. But you got some guys that's not talked about, the serial monogamous. And some people will call them players, but I don't think that's accurate. One thing with the serial monogamous, the thing is they are very good with women because the thing is they can have relationships back to back. The only time they're not with a woman, they just really just don't want to be, you know, because usually the case with them is they'll get with that one woman and they generally monogamous, and it could be for whatever reason. It could be for religious reasons. It could be they just don't want to be bothered. It could be they just too focused on their mission and they just need that cool woman. And I've known some guys like that. But usually they just didn't have that energy to be that player and stuff. They didn't want to be bothered with that lifestyle, and that's cool. But at the same time, there's women there, and you know, usually with a serial monogamous, there's always a woman waiting in the wings, because they tend to have some women still around, but they'll just put them in the friend zone. These are guys who will friend zone women the most. Most guys ain't friend zoning a woman. Let's just keep it a buck. Most guy gets some woman interested, shoot, he gonna hit it. He gonna hit it because they ain't getting it like that. And then a lot of players, he gonna hit it just because it's there. But serial monogamous is a bit different. And one of the things that's interesting, because you know, some people, let's just be real, some players be on some scuzzy shit. The serial monogamous is just a straight up good guy. He's just a good guy. But there's always going to be some woman around. Like, I'll tell you how it rolls. Because for the most part, I've been a serial monogamous myself. So I know this for the most part. And wasn't always good. You know, it's just reality. But anyway, the thing with them is when they deal with that one woman, they deal with her. But then, you know, the other women gonna come around. The women, they gonna say, oh, you with her? Oh, wow, okay, you all about her? Okay, I respect that and everything. But then they thinking, I want her. So they'll be cool with them. Those are the type of women who, if they get in that guy's friend zone, they good with it. But they gonna do like men do when they in a woman's friend zone. They scheming, or they'll be waiting. And you know, the thing is, relationships, I don't care who you are, you know, they ain't all meant to last anyway. Some relationships, they're good for a season. Some, they can be very long. And you know, every now and then somebody can get that mate and they together for life. That's hard in this day and time. There's too many distractions. But usually, you know, the guy get with the woman. And one thing about the serial monogamous, they don't have a need to hold on to a woman. Because let's just be real, a lot of people hold on to a relationship because they know that, you know, a man knows if that pussy leaves, he might not see any for a couple years. So that's why a lot of guys will lock the woman down, try to lock it down. They get there, they trying to hold on, so they'll put up with a lot of shit. And women too, they will, you know, they realize, even though a general thought is that women can get it that easily, depends on how they look. Let's just be real. And some women, that guy rolls, they might be celibate for a bit. They'll try to play it off, I'm just celibate. No, nobody trying to get up in you. So, you know, that's the thing. So, but, you know, with the serial monogamous, if the woman, he ain't gonna lose sleep because he knows he can get another one. See, the thing is, it's kind of like that good cross, you know, that player, or sometimes a reformed player become it because he's like tired of the game, or that guy who can get women, but you know, he don't feel the need to have a roster. And that's cool. But he also know, or even look, I'm gonna tell you what, with the serial monogamous, they are so confident in who they are, and you know, they'll have like the good bait, the attractive force, and you know they can do it in bed. They know even if they don't have a bunch of women in their friend zone or a bunch of orbiters, they know they can still get another woman. If this one rolled, they'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I don't need to run out. They you know, seriously, they the type who go into monk mode for 6 months and that just to chill, because they already know they can break it whenever they need to. They know they can just go, they can get a totally free woman. You know, and it's interesting because it's like, kind of like daywalkers. Like that thing from vampires from the Blade series from a while ago. They're going to come out with a new Blade, but he has all the vampires' powers, but none of the weaknesses. You know, the serial monogamous got all the players' gifts, but he's skipping over the drama. And then I'm going to tell you what, with men who tend to be serial monogamous, the women tend to be at a minimum above average in one way or the other. Even the ones with the plainer faces going to have a nice body or something like that. And you know what, it really is just an interesting thing because, you know, sometimes when we talk about man gets woman, a lot of, there's too many people too caught up in like that whole 80-20 thing. Let's just be real. That whole 80, I'm gonna say that in general. They like, well, all the 20% are, you know, just getting the women and all that. Other 80% they're not. First of all, that's not really accurate anyway. A significant number, the 80% just gonna get a woman. They just not getting the full service. You know, the math isn't right for that. And then even some guys who were definitely in that top 20, which I'm gonna tell you what, the serial monogamists will probably be more in that hypothetical top 20. I'm gonna say hypotheticals because I like, the numbers ain't right, but people understand it, so we'll go with it. They could probably have rosters, but they choose not to. See, one of the things, and now let's get out of that, talk about select. One of the things with a select man, especially as he gets older, he realizes one quality woman beats 20 headaches, 20 so-so women. So you get some men, they can go there if they choose. And they got the ability to, but they just don't. It's not automatic. If a man can get several women, he's automatically going to do it. And like I said, it could be several reasons. He could be a Christian minister. Yeah, there's plenty of ministers who are on some player stuff, but then there's some who ain't, or a spiritual leader, or he could be a businessman. He could be a businessman who's more into making his money, and he just need that fine woman right there. He don't have to get a side piece. There's not, you know, it's just up to the man, you know. All of them ain't gonna be player, but he's going to be smart about it. So, you know, they exist, and it's just a matter of just saying, you know, they exist, it's real. You know, I can relate to it personally because seriously, if I'm with one and it's supposed to be a relationship, I've always been lazy about going forward. Now, I'll share this about me. Now, if I'm not calling a woman my lady or something like that, then, you know, it's cool. I was like, hey, dating other people, you can do what you want as well. But that's another conversation. But, you know, everybody, let's just say it's not always just black and white. There's always several nuances in between, you know, several nuances in between. Shoot, even like one, and I had to do another video, even some guys who are nominally non-select can actually have a higher count than average. They just know how to play it, because the reality is some women will deal with a non-select guy just because ain't enough select to go around. Just simple math, and a smart non-select guy plays right into it. So, but that's another conversation. So anyway, that's all I have for now. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.